How are Ukrainians feeling at the moment? A new poll shows that almost 70% want to see a negotiated end to the war. Here's this analysis on CNN.
Look at this. The vast majority, about three-quarters, 73%, agreed with that position. Negotiate to end the war as soon as possible, only 22%. Look at where we are now. It's a complete flip. It's the inverse. Now 69% want to negotiate to end the war as soon as possible, compared to just 24% who want to fight until Ukraine wins. That's a 49-point drop in this position. Now, of course, negotiating to end the war as soon as possible, that's a bit more nuanced, right? Ukrainians don't want to agree to all of Russia's demand, but I think the idea of even there being some territory that would be not formally recognized as being given that Russia could in fact stay in, that does have majority support, but the idea of formal recognition of Russia's demands, absolutely not.
Joe, what do you make of that? And also, what's your sense? Is there a bit of this renewed hope or energy that progress is being made?
I think the Ukrainian people want to call it a day. Look, in the modern era, that is, nations who get polled on these things, they usually regret. They think things are a mistake 2-3 years later, whatever war it is. With the exception of the Second World War, I mean, Americans thought the First World War was a mistake, Korean War, Vietnam War, and all the rest of it. Look, the Ukrainians would like to get out of this. They're giving Zelensky the moral card here to negotiate on their behalf, and so they're not too fussed about the fine lines. I mean, it's just going to be messy. They know that. But this idea that nothing is going to happen until Putin gives things back, that's not true. I mean, Putin has been warning the West now for 20 years about the creeping mission of NATO. George Kennan warned the American people about it. Ambassador Burns advised the American people against it, and French politicians in the past, all kinds of people would see that this was a mistake. And but anyway, I think the balance of power has been restored on the borderlands of Russia and Ukraine. And Ukraine, by the way, was a staunch member of the Soviet Union for about 50 years. They had a lot of nuclear weapons there, great scientists and technicians and all the rest of it. It's not like Ukraine is dealing with somebody from Mars here. They know exactly what the playbook is like. They were good former Soviet soldiers and citizens. And so this idea that they're dealing with an alien being, that's not true at all. They know exactly what they have to do to make this come to an end. At the end of the day, I just think people who fled Ukraine would like to go home, restore their lives, but it's going to take a long, long time to put Humpty Dumpty back together.